Watch the full interview at psljourney.com. Hello, ProSocialites. Nemo Ashong here, and I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce our featured guest today, Nicholas Fox. Nick received his undergraduate degree from NYU Stern School of Business in 2005, majoring in actuarial science and finance. He has worked with pension plans of all shapes and sizes, consulting with companies and sole practitioners to design, implement, fund, and strategically optimize their retirement benefit programs. Nick, I've given everyone a bit of a view into you professionally, but maybe you can shed some light on who you are personally.
I'd love to. My name is Nick Fox, as Nemo said. I love long walks on the beach and no, I actually don't like long walks on the beach at all. But in my spare time, I do a lot of music. I perform with different bands in the area that I live in. I also spend a lot of time trying out new cuisines and traveling as much as I can. I currently live in Stamford, Connecticut, but I'm planning a move shortly to the Philadelphia area, and that's a big, exciting change on this end for me. And with it, hopefully, comes a lot of new experiences and chances to flex my actuarial muscle in different fields.
Oh, I really like that, and good luck with the move there. Mhm. I'm sure with this change, you're going to be thinking about, what does success look like to you? So, we like to get things started with a vision of success. Would you mind sharing a success quote that's worked for you in your actuarial journey?
A success quote that's worked for me particularly is not so much a quote, but I once received from a colleague of mine. It's hard to describe visually. It was a flow chart, and it was a flow chart that described what you should do with things that come your way. And for example, it said, is this thing to do going to take less than 5 minutes? You should just go ahead and do it. If not, you should look at where it falls into your realm of things that you need to think about and do. And more so than a quote, realizing that approaching your day-to-day life in a methodical manner has really helped to lay the groundwork to be successful at what you do, because sometimes it's easy to get flustered by the details of things. Having a plan and a framework for going through those things, even if it's just as silly as a flow chart, is something that works really well for me and helps me to succeed in what I do.
Wow, Nick, that sounds like perfect. In fact, I would love to see that chart someday.
Yeah, I could probably send it over to you.
Oh, that'd be great. And if you're fine, we'll share it with the pro-social learning community.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, Nick, can you let us know about a specific instance where you've used that mantra and that flow chart to apply to what you do as an actuary?
Yeah, actually, that happened to me a couple days ago. We had sort of a long-term project that needed to get done by the end of the week, and I had other actuaries in the office come to me for ask for a few things. There was one thing that I did that I knew I could get done really quickly, and so I didn't want to waste any time trying to put that off, and I just did it, and it made that really happy. And it was a minimal investment of time, but got a lot of return being able to help somebody out. And then somebody else came with me and asked me something that I knew would take probably an hour to do, and I knew at that point that if this is something that could wait or could be moved on to somebody else, they could get what they needed done, and I could still make sure that my demands were met. In the end, it comes down to, when using this mantra, it's sometimes better to under-promise and then over-deliver on things rather than to try and do everything and try and say you can take it all on. As often we as actuaries tend to be we sometimes consider ourselves, the brightest bulbs in the room, and we have to remember that we don't have to do everything all at once, and sometimes it's just more than any of us are capable of doing. So we have to know when to let go and when to be smart about the things we choose to work on.
Hey, pro-socialites, are you interested in or thinking about becoming an actuary? Do you have questions about what an actuary actually does or how best to prepare for exams? Are you looking to be part of a community of successful actuaries and actuarial students sharing their lessons learned to help one another succeed in the profession? Well then, come be a part of the ProSocial Learning community. Visit psljourney.com and find interviews, webinars, blog posts, online courses, and everything else that we can provide, all geared to help you succeed as an actuary. Definitely let us know if you have any questions or if you're interested in sharing your journey on ProSocial Learning. Just go to psljourney.com/questions or send an email to questions@psljourney.com. Are you ready to embark on a journey? Let's do this.